and welcome class 12 students. In today's class, I am going to explain an illustration of activity ratio. Activity ratio examples are stock turnover ratio, working capital turnover ratio, debtors turnover ratio and creditors turnover ratio. Now, in my previous videos, I have provided the illustration based on working capital turnover ratio and stock turnover ratio. Those are very important two activity ratio. Now the remaining two activity ratios which are also very important, that is debtors turnover ratio and creditors turnover ratio, that I am going to explain you today with the help of two illustrations. Now in this class I am going to explain you an illustration of debtors turnover ratio and activity ratio, debtors turnover ratio. Now the formula of debtors turnover ratio is credit sales by average debtors. This is the formula of debtors turnover ratio. As you can see in the board, debtors turnover ratio means credit sales, total credit sales divided by average debtors. Now this total credit sales will be total sales minus cash sales. Total sales minus cash sales. In this sum, I have provided, see, the total sales is given 8 lakh and cash sales is given 1,50,000. Total sales is given 8 lakh and cash sales is given 1,50,000. And there is also returns, that is sales returns is also given. Sales returns is 50,000. So from the total sales, I will deduct the cash sales and sales return to get the credit sales. So first our target will be to find out the credit sales. First we will find out this credit sales and then we will find out this average debtor. What is the formula of average debtor? The formula of average debtor will be opening debtors and opening bills receivable plus closing debtors and closing bills receivable divided by 2. So first let's write the individual formula of credit sales and average debtors. After that we will do the sum. So credit sales means total sales minus cash sales minus returns. And average debtor means, this is the formula of credit sales. This is the formula of credit sales. Whereas average debtor means, opening debtors plus opening bills receivable plus closing debtors plus closing bills receivable, all these divided by 2. All these divided by 2. This is the formula of average debtors and this is the formula of credit sales. We need credit sales and average debtors. These two we will divide to find out the debtors turnover ratio. So here credit sales means total sales, individually also you can do and in the sum also you can show, but you have to show it. So here credit sales means total sales, that is 8 lakh minus cash sales, that is 1,50,000 minus returns, that is 50,000 divided by average debtor. What is the formula of average debtor? Opening debtor 90,000 plus opening bills receivable, that is 1,30,000 plus closing debtors, that is 90,000 plus closing bills receivable, that is 1,10,000 divided by 2. This you have to calculate to find out the debtors turnover ratio. Now I am rubbing the sum, otherwise I won't be able to show you the calculation. I think all of you have copied the sum. All of you have copied this sum. So I am rubbing the illustration to solve the answer. I am rubbing the illustration over here. Total sales and returns, all these I am rubbing in order to show you the rest of the sum calculation. Now here 8 lakh minus 1,50,000 minus 50. This gives you 8 lakh minus 2 lakh, that is 6 lakh is coming over here. 6 lakh divided by 70,000 plus 1,30,000 plus 90 plus 1,10,000 gives you 2 lakh divided by 2. 2 lakh divided by, no, not 2 lakh, it is coming 4 lakh. It is coming 4 lakh. 70,000 plus 1,30,000 is 2 lakh and 90,000 is 1 plus 1,10,000 is 2 lakh. So 2 lakh plus 2 lakh gives you 4 lakh divided by 2. So ultimately you are getting 6 lakh divided by 6 lakh divided by 2 lakh. 6 lakh divided by 2 lakh. So the answer is coming 3. Debtors turnover ratio is coming 3. Debtors turnover ratio is 3. Debtors turnover ratio is coming 3. 3 times is the answer. This is the answer. 3 times. It is coming 3 times, which means that the 3 times the firm is able to collect cash from its debtors. It means that 3 times in a year the particular firm is able to collect its debt in a particular accounting period. 3 times it is able to, which is not bad, which is not at all bad. 3 times it is able to collect its debt from its debtors in a particular period of time. Now you will be asked to find out the average collection period. How you will find out the average collection period? Because with debtors turnover ratio, you also will be asked to find out the average collection period. Average collection period. That means after how many days the firm is able to collect its debts. After how many days the firm is able to collect its debts. This is called average collection period. Along with this sum, you will be given to find out the average collection period. The average collection period. The formula of average collection period will be 365 divided by this answer. 365 divided by this answer. That is 3 times. Because the formula is 365 divided by debtors turnover ratio. Debtors turnover ratio. This is the formula. Debtors turnover 365 by debtors turnover ratio. That is 365. According to this sum, it is 365 divided by 3. Now do this do this calculation in working, and you will get the answer. The answer will be 121, approximately 121.67 days. That is, after 121.67 days, the firm is able to collect its debts. Within 121.67 days, after every 121.67 days, which means 122 days, after every 122 days, the firm is able to collect its debts. So this is the answer of the average collection period, and this is the debtors turnover ratio. Without finding out debtors turnover ratio, you won't be able to find out the average collection period. So first you have to find out the debtors turnover ratio, then you have to find out the average collection period. This is how the sum works. I hope you all have understood the way I have explained through this sum, how debtors turnover ratio we will find out and how average collection period we will find out. Thank you. Goodbye.